How you feeling, man?
Pretty lucky.
Say what?
I'm fine. I'm pretty bad.
What?
Yeah, I'm good.
How are you?
And we're back. What's up, everybody? This is Thank You for Collecting. This is me, your host, Jose Plus, and your other host, Uncommon Flex Ty, on another Friday, here to talk to you about everything collecting and everything that we're dealing with when it comes to collecting. So, how you doing, Ty? What's up?
Well, Jose, I'm not doing too bad. I mean, it's been a very interesting week. You know,
Yeah.
I've been kind of torn, to be honest with you, is because you know how everybody's doing those little YouTube shorts, and you know, this is your figure if you blah blah blah. This is your figure, you know, that nonsense. So I decided to
Yeah.
try it. I decided to try it and see what would happen, because you know everyone was saying, hey, you know, do that. Like, you know, Ben was saying, do it. So I did it, and I got on this one video I did. I got like 46,000 views,
Yeah.
and my subscriber total went from like 289 to now it's like 1,300. In like a matter of like a day or so. And
It's incredible, man. It's incredible what these shorts are just. It's like people are just consuming them, like, or something. I don't know what's going on. It's just people love watching these shorts.
it's weird because you still get the ones that will comment like, I want this figure or I want this figure. It's like, no. And
Oh.
I don't put in my title, what figure do you get? I say like, what team are you? You know, stuff like that. Like, what figure are you? You know, I try not to. So it's something. And I did a couple more, and they're over 1,000. But that one, I think it's because Spider-Man's in it, and it's like 46,000. I had so many people say, "I want Spider-Man. I want Spider-Man," or "I like Spider-Man," or Deadpool, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty much been my week.
Hey, but it's exciting, man. I mean, seeing those numbers going over the 1K mark. Now you said you're about 1,300.
Yeah. The thing
Wow.
is like, you know, they're not real. I mean, it's a number, and like, I don't know. I don't know. And the thing was, I was all happy. I'm like, oh, I can monetize now. Nope. Because I need 3,000 view hours.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I'm
that's
way
what you were
below
saying.
that. Way below that. So
Well, we'll do more
it is what it
shows.
is. Yeah.
We're doing
just
more
gotta keep
shows
doing
so
it.
we can get
Gotta
more
keep doing
hours.
it. Everyone just put on one of our streams and let it run for like 24 hours.
Yes. Can you guys do that? That'd be really helpful, actually.
Mute it and just let it go. Let it go.
Yeah. And then
Oh,
your
wait.
kids would be like, why is Jose and Ty on the TV all day, every day?
Exactly. We did forget one thing though, Jose.
What did we?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, please.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
How you doing?
We're getting into it a little early. We'll talk about how we're doing. Or do you want to wait to see our potential guest shows up?
We can do it when they get here too. Or I mean, we can wait. We could just start talking about some figures.
Let's jump in on a figure
Okay.
and see if maybe they show up.
You know, this is an interesting comment from Brick. If one person out of 100K joins our community from a short, I'm happy. That was the thing I told myself is, okay, this is kind of a quick way to get stuff, but if it brings someone in, it brings some eyeballs to my channel, and whoever else I follow, our stream, stuff like that, then it's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
hoping for that because with 289 subscribers, the algorithm is not paying any attention to me. Trust me.
Yeah.
So
100%.
So
But, hey,
hopefully, we'll see.
we get one more person watching. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right. So you ready for some figures?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about figures. Get us warmed up a little bit. What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about what you got there on tap.
Ooh.
Let's bring that up
Okay.
with the topo.
All right. Yeah, I got it. Give me 1 second. All right. Let me close those dirty tabs.
No, leave those open. No. Let them go. Let those tabs be free.
Let's see. Alrighty. Do you see what I see?
I do.
Beautiful.
Does it give you the option to click it? Or no? Like show on stream?
Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm learning here. You tap on here.
Like on the left-hand side where you see yourself? Or do you see that at all?
No, not seeing it. Hold on.
Oh, I got it. I'll do it.
Okay.
There we go.
There it is. Ooh, there it is. Okay. All right, guys. So, Topo Studios has finally shown us their version of the Drifter Batman outfit set. Now, this outfit set is available on 1/6 kits. You can go ahead and pre-order now. This comes with just the outfit, and you can purchase the body with the pre-order for an additional, I believe, $15. I'll have to double check that for you guys. But you can go ahead and pre-order this. Let me go ahead and skim through the photos. Do you see me moving the photos? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So I did get confirmation. The image here that you're seeing with the Robert Pattinson head sculpt is not InArt, even though it is rooted. It's a custom Hot Toys head sculpt. So we still have that question mark. They did not confirm at any point in the comments of this post they did. So they did a post on their official Instagram for Topo Studios, and then they also posted on 1/6 Kids. And at no point did they confirm whether it would be compatible with InArt. Now, they did in the past say that they were delaying this project slightly to see if they could make something compatible with InArt. But as far as I know, as of right now, they have not confirmed it. Now, various comments in the comment section, Topo made it very clear that it was compatible with Hot Toys, even capitalizing the name Hot Toys. So I don't know if that's kind of an exclamation point of them saying specifically just Hot Toys, or, there's some language barrier thing there. So what do you think, Ty? What do you think about this Topo Studios outfit set?
Before I tell you what I think, I'm going to tell you about this. Like Brick says, hit that like on the way in.
Ooh,
please.
Yes.
It helps a great deal. All right, now
yes.
Oops. Okay, now we're back. So I did not know, like I saw in the chat that I was in, they were talking about it. It was on Kit's site, and I was like, okay, forgive my ignorance, but what is the Drifter? Because they just kept saying the Drifter. I'm like, what is this? And then it was explained to me. I said, oh, and I saw it. I'm like, oh, okay. I can get into this, and that would give me something to do because I have the Hot Toys, the Batman. That would give me something to do with that head sculpt. So I'm down. Of course, I was hesitant to do anything as far as 1/6 kit is concerned, but apparently it's going to be available somewhere else too. So, but yeah, I like it. I think it looks good. And that if that's a custom head sculpt, that's a damn good one. I think you're muted.
Sorry. Trying to run here multiple tabs here is getting me confused here. Sorry. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. So it is custom, but I believe it's just a custom Hot Toys. So it's the original Hot Toys, and then they got it rooted. So.
Oh, okay. I was typing, and I can't do two things at once. But even if it's rooted, though, it looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, not that the Hot Toys look bad in the first place. So,
Yeah, I do like it. However, I'm not buying the Hot Toys version. I have the InArt still on order. I'm still waiting to hear back. I think I told you this story on this show before, but yeah, it's been another week, and Spec Fiction has still not provided me the new quote for the express shipping. So
that is the slowest express shipping I've ever heard of. Just saying.
So yeah, I have no idea what's going on here. But whatever. So I did get my invoice for my InArt Superman. So I might get Superman before I get the InArt Batman, which is
that's just
insane.
crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, but
what was that?
Whatever. I think it was mine. It was an alert on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But whatever's, so
you get a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, this is actually the only thing is, and this is just for anybody that may be watching that may be interested in this set. If you are interested in the motorcycle helmet, it is sold separately, so you would not get it with the official set. Now let me see if I can get a picture. I think it's on here. Yes, this motorcycle helmet is sold separately. I believe it's about $35. I think on kit. Yeah. So
does it fit?
I believe it does. Yeah.
Really?
I believe it is compatible. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So I guess just depends if you guys really want that helmet for that additional $35. That is an option for you. If not, you can just buy the set that we were showing here, which is the full set with everything here that you see here on the screen. This is what you would obtain. If there's any codes that you can use, I know on kit, there's various, different codes that you can use from different people in the community. So if that's the way you want to go, you can do that. So, and Ty, you were sharing that it's going to be in a couple other websites. I know websites like Giant Toy Carry, Topo, KG Hobby, and a few other places like that. Correct?
Yeah, and Austin, I think, was he told me about another site that I was taking a look at, which they had Topo stuff, but they didn't have this. They had the Present Toys version of this.
Oh, yeah, Present Toys. Yeah.
Apparently, they do it too.
Yeah, Present Toys did their version, which is not bad. And that one came out way sooner than this one. I believe this one might be maybe a little bit better tailored, than the Present Toys version. But I don't think that one's a slouch or anything like that. So if you have that one, I think you're perfectly fine with that. And I believe it might be cheaper. Don't fact check me there because I'm not sure. But those who have the Present Toys one, I don't think that it's a slouch or anything like that.
And this one comes with a body too, right?
So the outfit set is sold just by itself, or you can include the body. Now, the thing that I noticed right off the bat is that not the description nor Topo Studios at one point did they ever confirm if it was going to be used compatible with also InArt and Hot Toys. So both of them compatible.
Interesting.
Now, and then it's on 1/6 kit. It says adding the body for an extra $15. But for me, for example, I'm just going to get the InArt one whenever that comes, and I don't know if it's going to be compatible with the InArt head sculpt. So I'm not sure if I should buy the body.
Right?
Because if it's not going to be compatible, why am I going to waste $15 on a body that I'm not going to be able to use? So I was trying to message if I could message them. I asked a couple people with a bigger following to try to find out, and I still haven't gotten confirmation yet if it's going to be compatible with InArt. But I do think it's a little fishy that Topo, multiple people asked in the comment section, is it compatible with InArt? And they never responded to any of those, but they responded to almost every other comment. So
Interesting.
I'll put my little conspiracy hat there on, and
a little con conspiracy there. All right.
Yeah, my understanding was that they were waiting to release this one because they wanted it to be compatible with both versions, which makes sense, right? Because you want to be able to, broaden the market there,
reach the most people. Yeah.
But I don't know what happened. They're not confirming it, so I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. So
the plot
thickens. I might wait. I don't want to wait too long. I might just order the set without the body, and I might regret that. But I don't know. I don't really have a use for just a regular body that won't fit. So I don't know. We'll see. And it's kind of a. Well, I mean, did you check what was the price range for this? Because those who might be interested might want to know that. So let me confirm. I think it was like $85, but don't quote me. I'll confirm now.
For this one?
For the set.
Okay.
Let me see.
Interesting.
Let me confirm here for you guys. And I believe you have to pay in full. So at least with kit. So no deposit on this one. You'd pay full. Confirming here. So it is $84 with kit. And then it would be an additional $19 for the body. So 84 plus 19. Let me do quick math here. Is 19, 103. And then if we use the code, if you find one of those codes, we're looking at about 103 without a code, 93 with a code. So $93 is nothing to sniff at. I mean, $93. You are getting the body though. So full body, hands that are coming with it, boots, multiple items here, and then the body for $93 with the code 103 without a code.
Okay, so I looked on Giant Toy.
Okay, Giant Toy.
I looked up Topo, and it's there.
Okay. And how much are they asking over that?
$84.99 for the outfit. They are allowing a deposit of like $20.
Ooh, okay. And I like Giant Toy. I've done business with them. They were great. Let me see here. Let's see what you're looking at. Yeah, I see it. Are they including a body?
I don't think so.
Hold on.
I think it's just the outfit. They have A, B, and C though.
Yeah, what does that mean? Okay, hold on. I'm doing a little digging here for you guys. So those who are interested and want to order possibly elsewhere.
Oh, B is the set plus body. Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Hey, $100. That's not too far off.
No.
And you can put the deposit down.
Yeah.
And the deposit down there would be $19.99.
Yep. So you don't have to pay for it all at once. Because who knows?
Right. And it's $32 and $32.99 for the helmet on Giant Toy as well. So you guys certainly have options, guys, if you want to purchase elsewhere. But yeah, it's available on different sites as well. But 1/6 kit is what most of you guys know. So I wanted to provide those prices there for you. But it seems like it is also available on Giant Toy. And I'm assuming it'll probably be available on a few other sites as well.
Let's say hello.
Ooh.
Real quick to Build That Bear. Hello. Welcome.
Hello. Hello. I see that Gandalf. Is that your Gandalf? Let us know.
Oh,
all
wait.
right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's on there. Question, Ty, is
yes.
So now that you know the prices, is this something you're going to pre-order?
I am more inclined to pre-order it from Giant Toy, seeing that I can do just a deposit, and worry about it, a little bit later. I don't like. I just don't like paying in full, and then they're just holding on to the money.
Yeah.
you know, and who knows when this thing is, because they even put that there could be delays or whatever. So I'm more comfortable, like if something goes awry, you don't want to lose any money, but losing $20 is a lot better than losing $100.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
For sure.
I can stomach that. I won't like it, but I can say, okay, it didn't happen, so be it. But $100, now I'm looking to like kick somebody's ass. So, so I'll probably go the giant toy route.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, because it's a cool looking set, and then most of us are not going to be using that head sculpt. We're going to use the Batman cowl. So why not? You essentially get another figure for $100. So
yeah, that's exactly why it interested me, because now I have something to do with that head sculpt. Because honestly, I took it out of the box. I never put it on the body, the Hot Toys body. I've never done it.
Yeah.
I just put it with his accessories.
Interesting.
So what are you gonna do?
I might wait a little bit. It is more intriguing on Giant Toy just because I don't have to pay in full, so that's interesting. And I like Giant Toy, so I might get it, but I'm waiting to see about the whole compatible thing, because I do want to get a body.
Yeah.
So, because then I have to source one myself, and it's going to be complicated and all that. So maybe Giant Toy might know. I might reach out to Giant Toy and ask them. I know they're pretty great at getting back to you, so I might reach out to them and confirm and see, hey, will this work on my InArt body? Because it's like on my InArt head sculpt, because I don't want to spend money on a body that I'm not going to be able to use anyway. So
Or I mean, worst comes to worst, maybe there'll be some adapters that come. A lot of those bodies you buy have adapters to accommodate different heads. So maybe
that's true.
With it.
That's true. And I think originally Topo had stated that they were going to do something like that, but again, the description doesn't say that. It doesn't say compatible with both of them, and then none of the responses. I mean, up until now, I haven't checked their comments yet, but up until now, I haven't seen any confirmation from Topo that it's going to fit your InArt. So,
that's bad. That's bad.
It's all speculation at this point. I may be wrong. This might, this might age like milk. And later tonight I'll see them confirm it. But for now, as of this moment, as of Pacific time, 5:35 p.m., I have not seen them confirm that. So,
all right, let's see.
All right.
I'm just communicating with our guests to try to get them settled.
Hot dog.
Yeah, so hopefully this is gonna work. Let's see what. Let's say hello to. Where to go? Illusion Entity.
Illusion, what's up, man?
What is going on?
They said, I'll read the comment here. Illusion states, bought this set without hesitation. They're displaying it with the InArt sculpted, so my assumption is it's compatible. Actually, they confirmed that it's the head sculpt is a custom Hot Toys with a custom rooting, so it's not. It's a little cheeky there. I feel like they kind of tricked us. But later in the comment section, they confirmed that the head sculpt was a Hot Toys, not an InArt.
I like this from Illusion as well. It'll look awesome with my sculpt when I get my premium Batman in 2065. I'm with you.
It feels like that, man. It feels honestly, it's honestly, it's starting to feel that way. I mean, I don't know if you were here when I was sharing that story, but my express shipping thing, like, what the hell is that about? It's been like 3 or 4 weeks now. It's like, okay, like, it's just ridiculous at this point. I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, bit cheeky that the helmet's an additional $34. Yeah. Do you really want that helmet? Fork out the $34. Yeah.
It's a shame. I don't know. I understand they have to model it, and you're saying it will fit on the head sculpt, which is very, very interesting.
That was the idea from what the design that they were initially showing, that they wanted it to be where you could put the helmet on the head sculpt. But again, there's no photos of them doing it here, so I don't know. I have no idea. So
Yeah, it's I don't know, because I could see if you had a rooted figure and you were doing that, but like this is gonna be like sculpted hair on the Hot Toys, so you might chip some paint on this bad boy.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it. That's why I was like, $34. If it was like $15, then I might be like, well, might as well get the whole thing.
Yeah.
$35. I mean, that's a little. I mean, do you really want it? Are you really gonna use it? Like, I don't know. If you had the bike and you wanted to have a certain photos where you have it on just for photography, then I can see why you might want it. But if he's just gonna be holding it in his hand, then how much do you really need it? I mean, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot to be holding. That's one hell of an accessory.
Oh yeah.
For $34. That's a bit. Let's see. What else is he saying?
He's saying I won't put the helmet on the head sculpt. I bought it anyways because I'm a sucker.
Hey man, I know what you're talking about. You just do it. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You can pose him with it. Let us know how that is.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty,
All
well,
right.
Should we move on, or do you think any update from our potential guests here?
I sent them another link. They were having trouble with that link. I hope they're not having the same trouble you were having.
Oh gosh, yeah, guys. I don't know what was going on, but Streamlabs does not like me or something, man. But it's like, I don't know if you guys saw last week's episode. Last week's episode was a train wreck, and I do apologize, Ty. I'll say it on the air. I know I did it a bunch of times, privately, but on the air, I'll apologize again. I'm so sorry. The good thing is we had Joey, which was, Joey's a total pro. He has his own show.
Oh,
Ooh,
uh-oh.
hello.
Uh-oh.
There's a spoiler. There's a spoiler.
All right, everyone.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Yo.
Hello.
I am so sorry. Sorry for being late, and then my computer is acting weird. I can't get on Streamlabs for some reason. I don't know what's going on. But
it was happening to me too. It was happening to me too, so don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I don't
get
know
on
what's
it
going on.
all last week.
Last week I was on my phone. I was trying to do like my iPad. I had like 2 different laptops, and it would not let me in. I don't know what was going on.
That is crazy. Okay, so it's not me.
Yeah, like Joey didn't have an issue. Let me ask you: are you both using Macs?
Yes.
Last week I tried my Mac and it didn't work. Right now I'm using a PC.
Like, I wonder if it's a Mac thing for some reason.
I'm on my iPhone right now, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
never mind.
So, yeah, but it just says joining, and it's not like connecting. I don't know why.
That's what he got.
So weird. Weird.
The only way I was able to get him to connect is I sent him an invite to be a co-host, and it allowed him in.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's the only way that it worked.
I mean, I can send you one, BC, if you want.
I mean, if you don't mind, we can just roll. We can roll like this. I mean, I'm good either way. So
Yeah, I mean,
I hear you good. So
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Perfect.
So let's not test this
Okay.
this nonsense. But welcome, my friend. We've been waiting for you. You're one of the greats in the community, well respected. I mean,
Well,
you gave me like one of my first shots on a stream, so it is a pleasure to finally get you on this show. So
hey,
welcome.
I'm happy to be here, brother. You're good. You guys are great guys, and you're a great guy. So absolutely, bro. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's rock and roll.
I'm glad you're here, BC. It kind of feels like we have a celebrity. So
We got a superstar now.
Do not make a black man blush. Seriously.
oh man, I seen your music video, man. I see you.
Yeah, you ain't blushing.
Oh
So BC,
Yo,
we do have a feature. We kind of went over it, the two of us, where because on this show we don't just talk about the collectible items. We talk about the collectors themselves.
Yeah.
You know, like we want to look at the entire world of collecting, basically. So, without further ado,
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, please.
Hey, how you doing?
so BC, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. What up, Rick? I'm doing good. Just shoot, man. Just getting ready for New York Comic Con next week. That's gonna be fabulous. That's gonna be crazy. That is just madness. It's like having some anxiety behind it, but good anxiety. It's like, oh wow, like the anticipation of it and all. And yeah, man, just doing that and just trying to wait for these drops, man. I should be getting David from Lost Boys pretty soon. That charge from Sideshow, so I'm still waiting for them to ship that, but that should be shipping pretty soon. So that's great for Halloween. Then
Yes.
I think Gideon, he's coming pretty soon as well, so that's going to be dope. So got some cool reviews coming. So yeah, I'm doing good, man.
All right. Hell yeah, man.
Sounds
I'm looking
good.
forward to that David figure, man. I love the Lost Boys. I wrote a paper on it in grad school. And so I love the Lost Boys. It was so innovative, what it did for the vampire genre, because vampires back, in the early days, they were kind of like the older gentleman, kind of very regal, type of thing, and Lost Boys kind of gave it that punk rock, like live forever, and so that's where all that came from the Lost Boys. So I wrote a paper on that. So yeah, man, I love David. I got him on order too. So
that's awesome. That is so cool. I mean, that's definitely a good movie to write like a paper or a thesis or anything on, because there's just so many nuances with that, like the connection to like the Lost Boys and like where they were going to go with that story. And it's funny that they call them boys, like Lost Boys. Of course they're supposed to be teenagers, but they all look like adults. That was the thing in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny. And then when we were teenagers in high school, I was like, why we don't look like the teenagers because they're really like 30 something playing teenagers. Makes sense. But yeah, I love that.
It's like you rewatch like something like Grease, and it's like there's like grown men that look like in their 40s and they're playing high school seniors.
Right. Like what the hell? Like how like why we still look like babies? What the hell? Yeah.
So Brick is saying he's watching the Lost Boys tonight. It's been a minute.
Yeah, Matt, put it on, man. It's a great watch. We're in the month of October. It's horror season, spooky season, and why not? I'm trying to watch like a horror film like once a day at least, one a day. There's so many good films, and sometimes there's like stuff that you discover and you put on your list and like, oh, spooky season, this is going to be perfect. So yeah, man.
I got a couple of them I'm still trying to watch. I'm a big fan of like Rob Zombie, and I love the House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. And I know they did 3 from Hell I think that came out like almost maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I'm still trying to watch that. So yeah, I can't wait to. I love like horror films and all stuff. Y'all already know from the Chuckies and everything, stuff that I have.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
What did you think of the Chucky series? Because it ended up getting canceled recently, right?
Whoa, it's canceled?
Yeah, they just canceled it.
Oh shit! I was thinking
breaking news.
I was like,
breaking news.
What? I didn't know they canceled it. I'm surprised, but not surprised at the same time, because it was out there. It was totally going there, and it probably cost a lot of money to make because they're doing like a lot of practical effects. And I mean, the same thing happened with like Ash versus the Evil Dead. When they did the show for that, I thought that ended prematurely as well. Once again, a lot of practical effects with that one and stuff. So maybe the ratings and what it cost to make the show just didn't mount up. So that makes sense. But overall, to answer your question, I liked it. I dug it. I liked the new characters. I liked the kids that they had with it. I thought that was a new spin. And I mean, it's a continuation of the movies. It's like it just never stops. So even if the series is gone, which I'm kind of, if it is gone, like if it's gone, I'm kind of glad because I do want them to go back and do the movies. So I think that's cool. I think to get that little dose every couple of years to get a good Chucky movie and having that same cast come back, I think that'd be cool. So, but overall, I liked the show. I thought the show was cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I had heard about it, and there was a lot of uh, conversations online about trying to renew it, and eventually it did not get renewed. I never checked it out. I was interested. I just never, Chucky's never been my favorite. I'm more of a Ghostface and Michael Myers guy,
You go.
But because oh man, I saw Child's Play, pretty young, man, and oh man, that's all man, being possessed. You know what I mean? It's just like oh.
I have
Yes,
a
man.
niece. I
Yeah,
have a
go ahead.
niece that I had a niece that she I never met. I didn't know these people were around, but it's people that just don't like dolls, especially like in anything like action figures. I was like, yeah, I got all these cool action figures, and she was just like, "You're not scared of them?" I was like, "Why?" She's like, "What if they came to life and they just?" I was like, "Dude," I was like, "If they do, I mean, I'm done for." But
Yeah.
then I showed her Chucky, and she was like, "I'm getting out of here." This
Yep.
makes me. She really was like, "I'm very uncomfortable right
She's
now."
like, oh
I
hell
was
no.
like, "Dude." Yep.
Hey, BC, while we have this on the screen, let's get your take on this. This is the Topo, the Batman, the Drifter. It's a like accessory set.
Okay.
Jose, if you want to show him some other pictures of it.
Look at his boots. Oh,
Yes, this is
dope.
the accessory set. Yeah, the accessory set by Topo Studios. You can purchase just the outfit set, or they also include a body helmet, also available but sold separately.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is again from the Batman.
Yep.
So the scenes that he was roaming around on his bike, and he was not wearing the batsuit. He was riding around in this outfit. So a
Yep.
lot of people are interested in this for the reason of using their additional head sculpts, right? Now I did mention to Ty before you got here that Topo hasn't made it very clear if it's compatible with the InArt version.
Okay.
They've answered a couple comments about it being compatible with Hot Toys,
Yes.
but nothing yet on InArt. Is this something that might interest you, BC?
Strangely, yes. Because I have the Hot Toys version. I think I'm maybe still getting the 'cause I know somebody's supposed to hit me up with their pre-order, supposed to leave me their pre-order for the InArt version, but at this point I'm kind of like, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't, because it's one of those, it's become one of those elusive pieces right now. And frankly, I'm more excited about that Superman that InArt just released. So I'm putting all my little pennies on that one, to be quite honest. But I do have the Hot Toys version, and I know some people. Well, I know a lot of people say that the Hot Toys version is. I mean, the InArt version is way better than the Hot Toys version. So I have the Hot Toys version. The Hot Toys version for me right now, just looking at it by itself, I think it's fine. I think it looks great, but I don't have the InArt version, so I have no other frame of reference at this point. But I actually really do like that sculpt. The Bruce Wayne sculpt that comes with the Hot Toys version. So yeah, this would definitely be cool to use that, put that sculpt to good use, and to use it on the Topo Studios accessory set here. And I have a good friend, Howard Collects, actually gifted me some Topo Studio stuff. It was the beanie and pea coat of the Professional, Leon the Professional, and it's just such good quality. So that was like my first Topo Studios type of stuff. So
Yeah.
looking at this and how good this looks, yeah, this is very interesting.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's currently listed on 1/6 kit for 103. If
bad.
you want the body, so if they include a body for $19,
Okay.
So if you are interested in On the Body, again, we do know it is compatible with Hot Toys, but we don't know yet about InArt. But since you have the Hot Toys, and I know Ty has it, you were mentioning too, right? So
Mhm.
I know you guys can get it. Now I'm only getting the InArt version whenever that shows up.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to figure it out. Let's
Oh,
check in a couple comments here that I wanted to address. Hold on. Let me see
yeah,
if
I was
I'm
about to
good
say
at this. Yeah.
let's look at the
Let's.
chat real quick.
Ooh. Okay. Have you guys seen Let Me In? Have you guys seen that one? Vampire flick. Let Me In.
No.
No.
No, I haven't seen that one. Sorry,
Wait,
Brick.
is
Haven't
that
seen
But
that
the
one.
one? Is that the one with Hit Girl, Chloe Grace Moretz?
Let me double check here for you. It's actually a
it,
Matt Reeves movie, and yeah, I believe it is Chloe Moretz. Let me see. Matt Reeves cast. Yeah, you're right. And
I
Cody
saw it.
Smith, yeah, with the guy who played Nightcrawler in the First Class trilogy.
That was a real good movie. They actually another show that was canceled. They had a show that was on Showtime that was based
Mhm.
off that. I think they called it something else, but it was damn good. Oh my god, it was so damn good. I forget the Mexican actor that starred in it. He's awesome. He's awesome in everything he does. But it was damn good. And the show, they only had one season, but it was based off that. It was really like a really good show. Yeah, I mean, the movie was great too. The movie was creepy as shit. So yeah, that's a real good.
I'm not the one to ask about movies because I'm so
No
far
horror.
behind. Like, don't. Well, no, I like horror movies. It's just, me and movies, we just, I got a list that's way too long. I'm never gonna see everything. People, it's just a list of shame at this point. So,
Yeah.
Same
Rick was
here.
commenting on Rob Zombie films. He says he likes them too. He says it's in the minority of liking the first Halloween film. Do you like the first Halloween with Rob Zombie?
I liked the first one. The second one I didn't like, and it's
Yeah.
funny because apparently Rob didn't like it either. He didn't want to. He was like he really didn't want to make a sequel, but this first one did so well, and it was coming. And I mean, the first one is great because if you're a fan of like his style and you're a fan of Rob, if you're a fan of like the Devil's Rejects, the whole damn cast is in that movie. It's ridiculous. It's like, damn, there's Sid Hay, there's this person, there's that person. Here, they had, it's the exact same cast. It's almost like spiritually like another Devil's Rejects type of film, but with Michael Myers. It's cool, and that one was cool. And I mean, I will say, I watched it. It was on, like everybody watched it. It was on AMC last weekend, and the beginning of it was kind of hard for me because it's been some years since I've seen it. When I first seen it, I wasn't a dad, I wasn't a parent, and the fact that you have Michael's mother in this one was you get to see him young, like as a 10-year-old and having this, these mental problems and shit like that. Kind of like as a parent, it kind of like I saw the horror from Michael Myers' mother in that, like, to deal with having this kid that you think this kid is cool and everything, and then come home and see these grisly murders and dealing with that, and then how he just flipped. That part of it really kind of, I ain't gonna lie, kind of bummed me out. I was like, damn. And it's funny how people change, or how you can change, or how becoming a parent or something like that can just change your frame of reference on things. And it just, like, when I watched it, probably like 7-8 years ago, I was like, this is fucking rocks, man, this is cool. But then watched it as as an older person with a kid now, I was just like, oh my god, this is a nightmare. That was more hard. That part right to me was more horrible and more horror than Michael actually doing the killing. That's the fun part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's like, oh yeah, go away. Because I root for Michael and I root for the bad guys. Michael Myers. I'm like, get him, especially Freddy. I'm like, get him. That's right. But I don't know what that says about me, but but to answer your question, man, I'm sorry, I just rambled off. But no, I like that one too. But the second one, not so much.
Yeah. I enjoy the first one as well. I did enjoy seeing some of that backstory, but it was, like, as you said, it's a little hard to see. And then him, kind of where he picks up what he does to those bullies. You kind of understand why he does it, but it's also like, whoa, you took it a little too far, man. Like,
yeah.
So,
Yeah. Hard.
and then I've seen such a huge Michael Myers, you know, like when the Tyler Mane and all that, man. It's just such a hulking body, man. It was just like, whoa, it's just like completely different from what the Michael Myers we grew up with, you know.
And that's the thing, because that's one thing I didn't like about his version of Michael Myers. And I'm somebody, I dressed up for Michael Myers like, shoot, I think I did it for like 10 Halloween straight. Once, the reason why is I actually bought the H2O mask.
Ooh,
it was
okay.
like, it wasn't screen used, but it was on the set. It was one of the first expensive versions that I ever bought. And I had it I still have it, but it's kind of like deteriorating now because I've had it for like almost like 20 years now. But yeah, I love that version of Michael Myers. Like you said, I like to think Michael Myers is the classy slasher in a way. Like Jason is like the brute. You know what I'm saying? Leatherface is like Bruce, you know what I'm saying? But Michael is like, he do his little move, he got the music going.
A little more civilized.
You can run, and he be like, I'm get there, don't worry, you can run, I'm catch up with your ass. I'll just walk, and then he just do his thing. But yeah, Tyler Mane, I mean, it's great that he was a big hulking Michael Myers, but I'm like, of course nobody can beat him. Look how big his ass is.
Absolutely. And say hello to hold on, say real quick to hello to who was it? Blurred, who showed up, right? Blurred, hello. Thank you so much for showing up. Go ahead, Ty.
Oh no, that's what I was gonna do. So we do this week was kind of light, I would say, but we do have a few to talk about. We don't have to spend a lot of time on it because some of them is just like
yeah.
But, so I wanted to start with this guy and get you guys' thoughts on this. This is the BT1. Wait, let me find my text. There we go. That's not on there. There it is.
There it is.
All right. So, I found out I can use a slideshow instead of like multiple windows that confuse me. So, yeah, we got this guy here. BC, what do you think?
I think this was, I was on Say What the night before this dropped, and I was like, kind of like, talking shit about Hot Toys, as I do, as we all do. That's
we all do.
And I was like, man, they need to release something. Come on, stop bullshitting. They showed us the Wolverine, which is okay, but come on, show us, drop some, release something. We gotta get that Artisan Joker, which I'm surprised we didn't get today. That's a whole nother conversation. But this was a surprise, and I was really happy for the people that got triple zero this spring and this summer. Because now you can have these guys together. It does suck that they made BT1 a general release and 000 was not. I think that's very strange, but I do like the fact that this is out and that the people that do have 000 that they can finally put these two together. They can complete this, and it wasn't that big of a wait. That was very cool. As the figure itself, I think it looks spot on from what we've seen in the comic books, even probably a little better, as an actual real world tangible object. It looks great. I'm not getting it because I wasn't able to get 000. And I didn't even know what a 000 and a BT1 was until these figures were released. I didn't know. I was like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? So,
I was the same way.
I read the comics and I was like, okay, damn, this is dope. These are torture bots. Oh my God. I would never look at C-3PO, the same way again after 000. Jesus, that's the Morgan outfit. But no, this is great.
It is not die-cast, right? It's not die-cast. Do we know that?
I don't. Now you're asking too many questions.
Oops, sorry.
I'm not prepared.
Illusion. Sorry, Illusion. I think Illusion is the one who told me that you should read the description so that way you know. Sorry, man.
Look, I was too busy making slides. All right.
No, yeah. Illusion's telling me not diecast. I see
die-cast.
you. I see you. No diecast. Illusion says he doesn't really like it. And you know what? I do like the aspects of the comics that you guys were mentioning. I was not familiar with it either. I did not read that comic, but I did a little research on it afterwards, and I did think that that was interesting how they're being used and how Vader incorporates
Oops.
them and on and so forth.
Nope.
Oh, hello.
Last slide.
But yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing that really interests me. I do think, as BC you were mentioning, like that's really strange that this was a general release versus the limited on triple zero. So that was very strange. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like, so then you had to get the limited one, but you can get that one for whenever you want. I was like, that's so strange. I don't know, but not for me. Not the type of figures that I currently need in my Star Wars collection. But I'm happy if you want to have the 000 next to this. It's available for you.
Yep.
They just painted it red. Like no lighting. That's what the Illusion's saying.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
it's
kinda-
that's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I can see me doing that because that's me painting something red. But
Right.
Hot Toys, come on now.
Yeah, because I mean, looking at 000 with those red eyes, he looks dope lit up. I mean, with the color, like that blue, like that deep blue goldish tinge that they have. I mean, it looks and with the orangey red eyes, it looks great. So I would have thought that BT would have had some BT1 would have had some LED effects, and so you can have that them lit up together. Because right now I have C3PO and R2D2, and I did a USB hack, and having them lit up together, I mean, it just really brings them to life. It just really does.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like what you did with Kang, fantastic.
Dude, that's working for you, right?
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You got to show me that. You told me about it, but you didn't show it to me.
Hot Toys should do it. It is not into the USB hacks are not. I mean, you got to have the materials to do it. You got to be good with a solder gun, but I mean, shit, it's nothing but watching a YouTube video, and you may burn yourself maybe once or twice, but it's not a big character. Not a big deal. I mean, it's not even really. It's not even that time consuming, especially once you do you do probably your first 2 or 3. It's not really hard to do, and it's funny that Hot Toys doesn't give us that. It's ridiculous to me.
Oh, that's Hot Toys.
Shout out to Illusion. He says, "Yeah, there is no lighting. If you'd read the description, giving me a hard time here. Not bad. Plus, I'm not, like I said, I wasn't interested in this, so why would I read the description? It's just that's time I don't get back. So sorry about that." Movie Cannon, Gio saying hi to you.
What up, Gio? What up, brother?
And letting us know he's driving on the way to see Terrifier 3. Oh, what do you think about the Terrifier movies, PC?
I never seen any of them.
Now you're with me.
No, you're not alone. I haven't seen them. I've been right now because it's in the conversation. A few people have told me you should watch them. You should watch them. You should watch them. But I don't know, man. That freaky clown. I heard what the people were doing in the movie theater and throwing up and that kind of stuff. And I don't know, man.
I don't know. I mean, I just never seen it. You know what I'm saying? But I do have Slasher now, so is that the Slasher? I think that's the name of it. So I will be watching it. I'm gonna add that to the spooky season list because I got a list of stuff I need to watch, and that's one of them. Because I hear nothing but good things. You tell me people are throwing up in the theaters and wilding out. I was like, okay, I got to at least see it once.
Yeah, that's a bit much. That's
no human centipede shit going on. We good. That human centipede, I swear, I know. Can't.
Apparently, there's a very interesting opening scene, so we'll leave it at that. There, Brick. Let's see. All Hot Toys with lighting should be USB at this point.
I agree. Totally.
Right?
Yeah, you get no argument from me.
Totally.
Yep. And
Because
Jose, I wanted to show you.
Seeing that
Ooh, go
cane
ahead.
with that LED, like that sculpt, it's fantastic. I mean, it. That's what I was like. It has to be lit all the time. Like, look at that. That's just,
Ooh,
and it
hello.
has so much shelf presence. It's ridiculous.
Oh
Yeah, man,
man,
it's freaking awesome. Let's see. I
that's
got.
cool. That's cool, man. And that's one I've been like, oh man, I feel like I should get that one. I feel like I should get that one. But it's like, since we know like nothing else is gonna happen with him, I'm like there's a positive and negative to that, right? Like
Yeah.
he's not gonna appear again, so that's gonna be more rare. But
Dude,
also
look at that.
then like, you all you got was Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then Loki, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
That's all good. But look at this.
That's cool, man. That's
The
really
little
cool.
the little like the little like lights on the cheeks, that's what got me. I'm like, damn, the eyes are dope, but like the whole, yeah,
Mhm.
that's awesome.
I didn't know it was going to do that either. But
Ooh,
yeah,
very
that.
cool.
Thank you.
No problem, brother.
Let's see. All right, now since I kind of gave it away, this guy.
Ooh.
Yeah, this guy right here.
Now I'm just gonna say this, and then I'll leave it to you guys. I really think that Hono, / Hot Toys, need to like take a look at themselves, because this head sculpt should have just come with the yellow one to begin with, in my
Yep.
opinion. Because I mean, I had what's the oh shoot, I forgot their name. They make the ones that look like a cartoon.
Mondo.
Like Mondo,
Mono?
yeah, Mondo,
Mondo?
yeah, Mondo. I had him. I mean, I got rid of him because he just wasn't that great. But they gave extra head sculpts, and it was $160.
Yep.
So why am I buying another Wolverine? Like, besides the head sculpt, this is just like the one I got.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'll leave it to you guys.
And Lou said this last night, and it made a lot of sense. That, shout out to local Lou. If this would have came with a slightly battle damaged suit, some tears in that suit, and a cigar, and maybe one other accessory, I don't think people would have been bitching too much, because it would have been different enough. But the fact that you give us practically the same figure, with a different head, with just here's a head sculpt, is fucked up. It is. It really is. I'm happy that we're getting it. I'm happy that they're believing in this line, and I know Wolverine is like their new Iron Man. It's like their new Darth Vader. It's like their new Spider-Man. I get it. It's a cash cow. I get it, and they know that people are going to buy into it. This to me looks like initially they were going to do the Tiger Stripe, the first Hano we got, and they were going to include this head in. They were going to do that. Then they thought about it and was like, look, we're going to make a basic bare bones. You want to keep the price at a certain price point. We don't know. We don't know how people are going to perceive it. Let's put this first one out. We'll give them the hokey comic book backing stand that nobody really wants to use, and it's just not practical at all.
It's too big.
Way too fucking big.
And cheap.
And it's not even good quality. And we'll see what happens. People got the figure. The people like the figure. They did the brown suit. Some people were able to get that figure, and that was already very controversial, because a lot of people wanted that brown suit, but it was behind that paywall. It was behind that, get in the queue bullshit. And then they do this, which is another slap in the face for all the people. And here's the thing. If they would have waited, I would have gave them like April 2025. Okay? Give everybody a chance to get their Tiger Stripe in and let it collect a little bit of dust, and then offer it. We would have been like, oh, okay, well, this one will complement the one I already have. But the fact that you got people that are still waiting to get that original Hano Tiger Stripe Wolverine, or just getting it in, and then you show them this, it's kind of a slap in the face. It really is.
We did, yeah. No, I 100%, 100% agree. It definitely feels that way. Kind of reminds me a little bit of that situation we had with Mando. I
Yep.
remember when the Mando and the
Mhm.
Grogu, and then he's like, "Oh, check it out, we got a much better version." And he's like, "Damn it, I just literally got Mandalorian and Grogu, and now you're gonna hit me with this?" It's like, "Oh, it's way better." Don't you hate that too when they do the photo and it's just like, "Look how this version is so much better than the one we just sold you." It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
no,
They made the other one like, look at this trash. This is garbage now. It's like, wait a minute, I just bought
They
that.
recently did that with Amazing Spider-Man. I was like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Yeah, you see,
Like, damn, what the hell? That look like a Kmart figure.
they put it side by side, and like that just makes me feel like, damn, they're just trashing it.
No.
Like, look how much better this one is. Like, yeah, well, you weren't saying that when you put the first one out.
Right.
I paid
Yeah,
over $200 for.
Yep. They wanted your money then, so they weren't gonna comment on that.
Then it was the greatest thing they've ever done.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's just like, oh, this is just a piece of shit. But
Right.
Yeah, I don't really
so-
have any comment on this, man. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I feel bad because it's like if I had bought the other version, I'd be upset. I'd be like, what? Like for reals? Like
No.
you couldn't just include like a deluxe version maybe and include the head sculpt, and then
That
you had
would've
both
been cool.
options. I just it doesn't make any sense. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we got
I mean, I'm not.
Badfish.
Hello, Badfish. Go ahead.
Now I was just saying they do like you think about the Kenobi Darth Vader figure. That figure had like 4 to 5 damn different SKUs. This could have had 2 SKUs, and I think people would have, even if they would have like made the original version. Like, here is the basic bare bones with the figure and the hokey stand. Here's another one with 2 head sculpts, and we're gonna charge you $200. I think people would have bought it. They would have been like, "Yo, I'm gonna go with this. That makes sense." It's still, it's still fairly priced. It's not as high as, a regular hot toy. So it made sense. But I don't know. I think they came up with all 3 of these at the same time and was like, okay, what are we going to do? Are we going to, are we going to do the different head sculpt with this first one right here, and then do the brown suit as the exclusive, or are we going to make this the exclusive? So I don't know. It's just very weird how they did that. If anything, I think this one should have been the exclusive, and the other 2 should have been general releases. But it is what it is.
No rhyme or reason.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually the logic with Hot Toys, right? They have no rhyme or reason for what they do. They just do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Wait for the brown suit with the sculpt. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't happen. And what is
Yeah,
that?
'cause you know it's coming.
What is that going to do for the rest of our Hano figures? Are they going to put out that Iron Man with a Tony Stark head sculpt? Or are they going to do Magneto with a Eric Lynch or Magnus head sculpt? Are they going to do this? So they're kind of putting themselves in a box like that, and it's really kind of disappointing because this line is supposed to be the non-stress. I think people were looking at this line as the non-stressful line. This is the entry level. I can just get it. I can pose the hell out of it, pay a little bit of money for it, and I'm good. I can see people taking this and sitting this on their desk at work. You know what I'm saying? And on breaks, doing a pose or something. I can see that, and they're just kind of making it. They've kind of like spit in the face of collectors, like kind of almost like twice, really, with this situation right here and the brown suit. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just they're putting that old Hot Toys magic on it. We had a good idea, but now watch how we screw this up.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And Badfish
I mean,
agrees. Yeah.
Good looking
Low-
figure.
yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep.
Moving on.
All right.
I think we know how BC feels about this since it's on the way. So it's kind of anticlimactic now, but
Yeah.
But let's get your thoughts on this guy.
I think it looks great. It makes me this one really makes me not like the old version. It really, and it's sad because I had the man himself sign that version. That's a signed figure, so it's always going to stay in the collection. But this one looks so much better. I mean, damn, I think they really nailed it. Is it a perfect figure? No, it's not perfect. It's not. I do think the neck is a little thin on this. I do. That was the first thing I saw when I looked at it. I was like, that neck looks a little thin. But just like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, same type of deal. Not as bad as that one, though. Not as bad. But this sculpt right here and the way that you're able to move the eyes, because dude is real expressive with his eyes, especially playing the character. So it just looks great, man. And I mean, it's one of these figures that I know I would go back and forth between the helmet, because the helmet version is so dope. But you definitely want to show this damn sculpt. So yeah, man, it looks good.
What do you think about people that are, because there was a recent release with Mars Toys for the Breaking Bad Gus Fring, and a lot of people are saying that they might want to use this head sculpt for the Gus Fring. What do you think about that?
There you go. I mean, that's a perfect buy right there, because you get the best of both worlds. You get to create a whole nother character with this guy. And then you also have, and then you could just go to that head sculpt. You know, I mean, you can go to the helmet, because the helmet, I mean, that look is dope. I mean, I want to actually cosplay as this. I was actually thinking about trying to do that for New York, but just didn't have the time and the resources to do it this soon. But eventually I'll be. This is going to be a cosplay for me, because I really like that costume. It looks dope.
Yeah, the costume is really really nice. I'm digging that. It'd be hard to like not put the head sculpt on there, the without the helmet, but this looks so good with it. So it's like, are you gonna get two? I'm not gonna get two.
Yeah, yeah, not a two, not a tour, not a double, not a double tap. No, definitely a purchase. Definitely a good purchase.
What about you, Ty? Is this something that was interesting to you?
It's interesting to me, but not enough for me to purchase it. I have the first one, and I've thought about, hey, maybe I should like just send him on his way, but I do like the character, but I'm trying to be disciplined, and focus on what I really, really love. Like, I would love this if I could get him at a discount, then maybe, but how much are we going to see of this going forward?
Right.
And I don't want to get, I feel like I've been caught out there a couple times with Hot Toys where they put out the figure and it's like, oh, let me get that. This is so cool. And by the time it comes out, it's no longer being done on the show that it's from. And then I'm just looking at the figure like, well, damn it. I just paid $300 for this thing.
Exactly.
And, so I'm going to hold off. I will live through BC.
Vicariously.
I will watch your video and enjoy it that way. Whenever I want to see the figure, I'll just pull up your review.
There you go.
And say, there it is. There he goes. There he is.
Bring up a great point. He didn't spend a lot of time in his costume. It's one episode. And I think, spoilers, I think that this was a clone. I think we will see him again in the Mando movie. And I think you will get a different, you're right. You're going to, damn well, you're going to get a different look. They give him silver pauldrons or some shit, or they give him a comma. They add a comma to his uniform or something like that. They're going to switch it up. So, and that may even have an even better sculpt. So you're right. I mean, the look, I think the figure, this is a way better figure than the first version we got of him. But he did spend more time looking like that throughout the series. Yeah. So, yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool shot there, right there, though.
With Bo.
Yeah, with Bo gets hand in the Darksaber and all that.
You gonna get it?
I think, I don't know. That's one I've debated, because I really like Giancarlo. I think he's a great actor. I love him from Breaking Bad. So, oh man, it's one that I've debated, and I do like the head sculpt. I think it's strong. I don't think it's much of a drop off or at all from the prototype, which is, the prototype was, very, very, good. So, I've seen a couple photos in hand and it looks really good, but I don't know. That's one where I'll keep an eye on it. If it goes on discount, maybe I'll make it on, go ahead and, add it to the Mando collection that I have. I try to be disciplined though, Ty. You were mentioning that, and I got. There's so many things on order. There's so many things, and I'm one of those people that I love so many things, man. I love DC. I love Marvel. I love this. I love that. And it's just like, it's so hard to keep track, man. It's just, again, there's new shit every time, and then different companies now. Blitzway's coming in with their Ghostbusters. We got InArt and all their new stuff, and then we got Hot Toys, and we got Third Party, and then we got Batman, and we got Jazz Inc. and the Catwoman. There's just so much stuff, man. Exactly. Just overwhelming. So it's like, I don't know. I'm not saying no, but I'll keep an eye on it, and we'll see. All
right. So speaking of Catwoman, that's not it. But speaking of Catwoman,
yes.
What do you guys now? We talked about this on a previous show. The Jazz Inc. Catwoman. I mean, this looks fantastic, and I've already voiced my opinion that I want the damaged one. Like, she's saying something to me. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just a little too freaky, but I'm gonna say, like, she's doing it for me. She looks like she's ready for it. Well, never mind. Never mind. Let's keep it family friendly, I guess. But
yeah, we should, because remember, we're asking people to put your show on, put it on mute, and just let it play, so you get those hours of play.
This is true. Yeah, BC, because I did the shorts, and one of the shorts is like 46,000 views.
Jesus, woo, Lord.
My subscriber count went from 289 to like 1,300 right now, in like a matter of like 2 days.
I'm gonna tell you something. If we all keep going this rate that we're going with these shorts, I'm gonna say it right here. I think all of us, within a couple of years, are probably going to be having some plaques on our wall, and that's a good thing. Seriously, I mean, I think that's really cool. I mean, and riding that, and just riding that wave. But that also shows you that the collecting community has grown within the last couple of years, as it should have, and that's good. It's good. It's more good. I'm not going to say it's more good than bad. What the bad part about that is, like you said, there's a lot of people vying for our money. A lot of people vying for money, and like you just said, holding that restraint and really thinking about what you're spending your money on, instead of like, this looks cool, I'm gonna buy it, and then you'll have to sell it and then take a hit. It happens to me all the time. And it's just, you get to a point where it's just not cool losing money, because that's what it is, money. You know,
100%.
So the good part about it is, more people that collect, we have more options. We live in a world where we're getting the Ghostbusters back. You know what I'm saying? Remember, people were thinking like, man, are we gonna get the Ecto-1? Man, I wish I was around. I wish I was collecting when that came out. Now you're gonna get it. You're getting everything that you wanted. So you really have to like really hone in and hone it down to what you want. But yeah, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome, and congrats to you on that. You've been doing the work, so you definitely,
Thank you. Now I got to get the hours watched up, so that because I was all excited. I'm like, oh, I can monetize. And it was like, nope, you need 3,000 watch hours. I'm like, son of a bitch. Damn it.
So we were suggesting, hey, just have people put on the show 24
just put
hours.
It on, let it play.
Put it on mute. You know what I mean? Let it play
all day.
Just let it roll.
BC, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but I got an email from YouTube saying that they looked at my video, my short, and they changed it to it's suitable for kids.
That happened with my Deadpool video. It just happened, and it was weird. I was like, why? And I was like, and I don't know what that means. I'm like, does it like take it like how, like, okay, I guess suited for kids, but Deadpool, I don't think little
Deadpool
kids
is not suited for. Yeah, and I was like, what? Okay, but they're like, you should just make sure that when you're posting a video to like look at it and determine, who is the audience for this. I'm like, yeah, and I said not for kids, because that's what I say with all my videos. They're like,
Exactly.
we changed it for you. I didn't ask you to change it. What'd you change it for?
I tried to appeal it, and they still was like, "Nope, we're keeping it for kids." I was like, "Jesus." I was like, "Okay, well, I guess it's for kids." So very weird. And that was like a 40. I think it was like a 48K video, and that video took off. Took off last week, and I was like, "Jesus," So yeah, but that's weird.
Congrats, Figurecraft. He just hit his 3K watch hours this week. Nice.
Yes,
That's awesome.
Absolutely. But what do you guys think in terms of the Catwoman? Let's go back on that for a second. In terms of the Catwoman, are we all getting it? Are we all getting the battle damage? Or
you better believe it.
Excited. Di's excited about battle damage. Are we all getting battle damage? Are we getting the 2-pack? Are we getting a single? What are we thinking?
I'm doing all in. This is a figure I've been waiting for since I was 11 years old and seeing this in a movie. I love Eartha Kitt. That's the first Catwoman I ever saw. I was like, oh, Eartha Kitt, and then I was like, oh, because I saw the, growing up like most of us, I saw the reruns they were all over. The reruns were like out of order when I saw it. So I just knew Eartha Kitt. I didn't even know about Julie Newmar until years later. I was like, oh, she's the first one. I was like, oh, I was completely, wrong. But the Catwoman that made Little BC a man.
Hello. Yeah. Go on.
I remember being in the movie theater, and I was like, "Oh my god!" This was, So, and then when she lays on top of him, she does like the little lick. Oh my god! Woo! Michelle Pfeiffer, that lady is. Oh my goodness! I mean, and Yost and Co. did a great job. And shout out to Sean Dabbs. Just amazing work on this right here. That look with the hair. And you're right, Ty.
Man.
The beat up version, the battle damage version, is the version right there. Because you get the rooted hair. He's talking about doing a roll. He wasn't thinking about doing it at first, but Yost is saying he's going to be doing rolling eyes on this thing. So just the light, look at that. It's just gorgeous. It is a gorgeous. That's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
So I'm all in. I'm getting the whole all in set. I don't know what it's costing. I'm hoping between 7 to 8, hopefully. I hope it's no more than that. But yeah, this is definitely an all in situation. And I mean, we all know what happened a couple weeks back with the whole test batch debacle and all that, but I already told you. I will go through all that bullshit all over again for this. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the clean one looks great. It looks more like a statue to me, like the Prime one. But it's something about this one. And she's just doing it for me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's got to come home.
Oh. So Ty, are you going strictly battle damage, or are you going to 2-pack?
It depends on the pricing. Like if it's just out of that realm for me, I'll be perfectly happy with this one. The battle damage, but it all depends on the pricing. But I'm looking at this one. This one definitely I'm getting this one. No doubt. No diggity.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say that I think you can't go wrong either way, but I do personally like the battle damage. I do really like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's got something going on there.
It looks amazing. The only thing I am worried about is we're looking at Sean Dabb's wonderful sculpts, and we haven't seen final. I hope the sculpts live up. The final product lives up to the sculpt. That's the only thing that I'm kind of worried about. Not exactly worried about, but we all know there's always some softening. There always is. I think Hot Toys has gotten better with it over the years, because we're seeing a lot of stuff come from prototype to like final product, and it barely being a difference, just like what we saw with Moff Gideon, a few minutes ago. But I'm hoping that they're able to replicate this with the final product just the same. And with this, I mean, I know Yoast has done, you know, I know that the Iron Scavenger is pretty much their first figure, but let's be honest, this is really their first figure, you know. So I'm just really hoping that we get the same sharpness of these Sean Dab sculpts in the final production.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to the paint applications.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that can make or break it. You know, you can have a fantastic sculpt underneath, but if the paint applications are trash, it's gonna be trash.
And we see that a lot with third party. Third party will have great sculpts, and then the paint is what lets them down.
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. I think I'd go battle damage, just based on the, you know, what I think the price might be. Again, we haven't seen those final prices for the 2-pack, but I'm expecting it to be kind of expensive. And then on top of that, all of us live in the U.S., so we're North America. We're not going to be able to get it directly from Yoast.
That's some bullshit, right? I'm sorry.
So we're gonna have. No, go ahead. It's your channel, man. Say what you want.
Hey,
Tell us how you really feel.
Here goes the kid-friendly rating from YouTube, but that's bull.
Someone just turned us off. Now, man, that 24-hour stream is not going to happen no more. Somebody, what'd you say that for, Ty? No,
because like I'm not going to get into like super detail, but you know the issues that I've had recently with 1/6 kit, and you know I don't particularly want to go through that. You know, I don't feel necessarily comfortable putting all that money, you know, over there anymore, because like I said, I'm still waiting for my Batman Begins cape, and you know, I contact the man and I get nothing but attitude. And you know, and everyone like kind of makes excuses for him, like, oh, he's like that, you know, blah blah blah. Okay, I get it, but this is the business you chose to run. You know, so customer service is a part of it. That's know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I'm a grown ass man. I've said it before. I'm 55 years old. And if I treat you with respect, I expect the same.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm just not in the habit of giving someone money so they can give me their ass to kiss.
Yeah.
You know? That's a lot of money. Like for one of these figures. You know, and he's gonna give me his ass to kiss? Like, I don't think so. You know, so
no, you right. That's the thing. We spending, I think spending money, it's one thing, it's the product. The product is one thing. But I have a comic shop here in Maryland called Beyond Comics and Third Eye, mainly Third Eye. Third Eye, when I go to Third Eye Comics, it's like going to Comic-Con. It's fun. You got cute girls to work there. That's always good. But then even the whole staff, even the guys, they make you feel special when you go in there. You feel like you're welcomed. Whatever, I swear they use the model of like Disney parks, because when I go there, it's like that same feeling. Like, what do you do? Can I help you with this? What comic would you like? Oh, what hospital would you like, Mr. Carr? And it's just, that's part of the experience. And I think a lot of people forget that, that you don't have to spend money with them. But, you know, it does suck when they're the only game in town where they can carry that type of attitude. And that is not good. That's not. It's not cool, and it's totally not acceptable. And it makes you not want to spend your money, because it's like, why am I going to give you your money when you're being rude to me? Yeah. You know, that's
for no reason. You know, I didn't ask you something in a rude way. I just asked, hey, any idea when, you know, when I'll be able to get the cape now? Because it got returned to sender for some reason. You know, and he's like, if I knew, I would tell you. Like, wait a minute. Hold on, bro.
Oh, no.
I was like, what did he just say? And like, I told Marco, and Marco had to talk me down on the ledge, because I was like, this motherfucker. There's a problem here. Like, what did you just say?
Yeah.
So, you know, and now I want to give a different example. Underground Figures, Ray. Like, he didn't know me from anything. I emailed him about the Clone Wars Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
because they had the whole just email us if you want to pre-order, no down payment. And I did it, and then he sent me the invoice when it finally came out, and I was like, "Oh, can I wait another week, when I get paid?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's no problem." And I got the figure in a day. Like I paid for it on a Monday, got it on a Tuesday.
Oh wow.
Beautiful.
Now,
Beautiful.
compare and contrast with this other nonsense.
Yeah.
Like and I've said it before. I used to work for Apple, and they are so big. They not beat in, but they really drill down and drill it into you about customer service.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And how important that is to make that experience a great one, because you don't want somebody just to come in one time and get your stuff and just leave because you suck. You want a lifetime relationship with them. So you want them to keep coming back. You want to build that relationship, just not a one-off. But people make excuses for it, and they're gonna keep doing it. That means he's aware of his behavior, because he laughs at it. So that means he's aware of it, and he's still doing it. So whatever.
Yeah. That's
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's not cool. And and going back to this figure here, and we talk about Yoast, and it's sad because in contrast, I want to buy directly from Yoast.
Me too.
Once again, that's that relationship.
They're great.
The relationship is great. I mean, even before, and I always say this, I know people like, "Oh, you're a Yoast shield, blah 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 blah. You're a Jazzing shield, whatever." I wear it proudly. If I am, I am. I mean, I pay for all my stuff. I don't get anything free. I don't get nothing for free. Even before I was a YouTuber, or I would just say this. I was a YouTuber. I remember when I got my Falcon cockpit from Yoast. I probably had maybe 800 subs, and my videos were probably getting maybe 200 to 300 views, if even that. And I would hit him up every week about the cockpit, and you would have thought he would have been like, "Oh my God, what the hell? Why are you still? You get it when it was I knew I was being annoying, but I didn't even realize that he was, in the Netherlands. So I would send him a message, and he would reply about 20, maybe 24, 23 hours later. So really, for him, he was kind of, because of the time difference, he was replying back, right on time, right on time with it. And he was nice. His wife was nice. The whole family was nice, and was like, "We'll think we're still working on it. We'll get it to you. We'll get it." And then I got it, loved it. There was no problem with it. And that's the type of customer service that you want. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to not get that with this piece, that is going to suck. I agree with you.
Yeah, it really concerns me. No lie.
Yeah, and it's just like, and then it's funny. I have my story right now currently with the Batman, right, where Spec offered me express shipping, and then it's been like 3 weeks, and I still haven't gotten a quote for the express shipping. So I don't know what's going on there with the express shipping. So there's Spec, which is one of the options to get the Catwoman, and then I'm having this, right? So I know I most likely won't get it right away, or if at all, right? And then we have Kid, who, for the most part is reliable, but gives you all this attitude if you ask him some questions. So what do we do? It's like,
I never had a problem with him before, but I also never had to really contact him about anything, because everything always arrived. For whatever reason, this one got returned to sender, and I notified him about it, and then we get this. But and
you know what? And I got a problem with that. I'm even going to say, because I can understand, because I remember I hit him up one time, and he was like, and I said, it was about Gandalf. And I was like, "Hey, what do you think, what batch Gandalf I'll be in or whatever?" And he was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Okay, I won't ask you again. I'll just wait until it comes." All right. I I can almost understand the annoyance of people. Hey, where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? But when you say, hey, I had a return to sender on something that I was supposed to come to me. That's a real problem that you need to address. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand attitude with, hey, when is this coming? When is this? But you had a real issue, a real service issue. It should have been like, oh, well, you know, we don't know exactly what happened. At this point, we're looking into it. We'll get back to you. Something like that. Shit, copy and paste the shit. You know what I'm saying? He could have Googled that reply and threw that right in there. Shit, even fucking, I don't even want to say that other company, but even other companies could have done that. So yeah, there's no reason for that attitude.
Yeah, and now it's been like 2 months, basically. But so let's get back to some good stuff here. Yeah, well, I ranted more than I didn't plan on that rant. It just happened. But
Ty, but answer the question though. Are you gonna,
that?
if you order this, you order the battle damage? Are you gonna? Which devil are you going with? Are you going with Spec? Or are you going with Kid?
No.
I can't, in good conscience, go with somebody who gave me their ass to kiss.
I get that.
Like, for the price of this figure, I don't treat you like that. You're not going to treat me like that. I don't care who you are. If you're the only one with it, then I just won't get it. No. But I'm not going to let you talk to me any old kind of way. No. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess I'll try Spec, and I don't know. Like, maybe I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe get it from someone else secondhand. Who knows?
It's just, I mean, Spec just gets shit. They just get shit so late. You'll definitely get it. But it's just a while. Kit is reliable. That's the thing. He is reliable. You will get your shit. He's very open on the Facebook page. I'll say that. I will say that. But yeah, if somebody talked to me like that, I mean, me personally, well, I'll just say it. I would kind of feel like a bitch.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, I would. I mean,
Yep.
I would kind of feel it's like, what am I doing here? That's a lot of money, I was like,
wait.
Money, but damn.
Like, wait a minute now. I ain't your kid. I ain't your girl. What the hell is this?
Yeah.
Hey, we shouldn't talk to women like that either. Like,
no, you
that's
shouldn't.
not okay. No.
But he talking to me like I'm his bitch or something. BC, you hit the nail right on the head. And the brothers, we ain't having that. Like, come on now. I'm a grown ass man.
It's just it just becomes one of those things. It just becomes a principle, and it's just the principle of things. But I mean, that's, like I said, I can even for my situation, I didn't feel too bad about it because, I'm not going to say I'm entitled or anything like that. But when you put up that money and you seeing everybody get different, I can be impatient. I know that. And I know that can come off as annoying at times. So I was willing to, when, and the message was just like, it was just direct. And I wasn't ready for how direct it was. It was like, I don't know. I was like, okay. And I waited, and you put up. It was like, hey, everybody in this, number to this number, you'll get it. And I was like, oh, okay. And then my invoice came, I paid it, and Gandalf's there. No problems. So you will get it, but if he talked to me the way he talked to you, I understand why you feel. I understand.
Yeah, it's like, well, why am I going to keep doing business with you? At that point. But it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, Billy brings up a good point here because if they said North America, but that's only U.S. and Canada, even though Mexico is part of North America. So technically, if you live in Mexico, you can still buy directly from Yoast. So he mentions, I'm thinking about having it sent to Mexico. I'm like, I have cousins, tengo primos in Mexico. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
hey, maybe we can work something out.
I'm like, maybe there's a little something I can do there. A little instead of filling up the truck with other things, I'll fill up the trucks with a bunch of Catwomen, and
there you go. There you go.
There you go. Go.
We'll see. Yeah.
Now, Jose, you had an idea for a talking point, a section of the show, a segment. is the word I was looking for. Would you like to grace us with that right now?
Sure, sure. Were you able to get that image I sent you?
Wait,
Let me see.
you did?
You said
Okay.
it? No, I'm asking you. Did you? Did you get it?
No. Did you put it in the folder?
No.
What'd you do? Did you send it to me?
No, I just sent it to you earlier.
Where?
Let me see if I can get it. Give me a second there. Troubleshooting, guys. This happens on a live show.
On Instagram?
Yeah. When I sent you, I made that copy, but I didn't
Oh,
put it in
this
the
one.
folder.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Can you bring it up? Is there a way you can bring it up?
Yeah, give me a second.
All right.
Let me
I guess I can introduce it while you do that. Yeah, I'll introduce
Yeah.
it. So basically, I feel like this is something I've talked about with a few collectors about settling, right? And that can be various different ways interpreted, right? Like it can be like, well, there's not an interpretation of this figure at all, so I'm going to buy the third party, and then eventually you get burned because they actually do make that version, and then you have that third party, which is a lesser version, right? But I also think about like, and the way that I was viewing it, and you'll see the photo now if Ty, if you're able to pull that up. But the way I was thinking about it is that sometimes this happens where there's a specific character we really love, but it's not necessarily the movie, right? So it's like, oh, we don't really like that movie, but I like that character. So I'm just gonna buy that figure because I want the representation in my collection, right?
Yes.
And I feel like this happens a lot, right? But then we get burned because then eventually somebody will do a version where it's like it's the one that you wanted, and it's like then now you're looking at your collection and you're like, oh man, like what am I gonna do with this version now? It's like, and then no one really wants this one, so what do I do now?
Yep.
And I feel like this has happened a lot to me, and I put on some examples there, but like, one of the recent Harley Quinn. All right. I had been waiting for the Suicide Squad, red and black Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie Harley Quinn version for years. Now, I never purchased the original, the Suicide Squad only, not the Suicide Squad. I never purchased that version only because I wanted her in the black and red. I wanted her in the black and red. And so I was like, I'm waiting for this. And when they finally put her in the movie, and when I watched the movie and I saw the Suicide Squad and she came out in those outfits, I was like, hell yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. And I was just like going like this. And I was like, oh, Hot Toys, this is coming. Oh, I'm waiting. And then came and went and we got King Shark and that's it.
Yep.
And then I was like, oh gosh, like, so what do I do now? And then like I looked and the only available Harley Quinns that were available were the Birds of Prey versions. And I was like, oh, this one's not too bad, I was like, so I went and I bought a Birds of Prey Harley Quinn, and that's the one I have in my collection. And now I'm like, how many years later? 3 years after 3 years after we finally have the Harley Quinn that I wanted. Right. And so I'm like, oh man, it's an artisan, the wool hair, I just like, that's the version I wanted, the red and the black. And so it's like, I feel like this happens often, right? I'm looking at the Indiana Jones.
Uh-oh. I think it switched on you. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay. Sorry, I try to continue there while I fix. Oh, there you go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, hello. The Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
that's the other one where it's like, I want an Indiana Jones in the collection, right? And the only one I can buy right now is either I go backwards and I buy the original, which is again the photograph in this image here, or I buy the one from Dials of Destiny, right? The old man Indiana Jones. And I've been looking at that one and I'm like, do I order that one? Do I order that one? Do I order that one? I'm a big Harrison Ford fan. I have a autographed plaque of Harrison Ford that I put right next to my Jasmine Million Falcon cockpit. I have it signed. Harrison Ford may be my favorite actor. So it's like
mine too.
To me, I'm like, man, like I love Harrison Ford to the point where I'm like, I'd be okay with getting the old man Indy, but I'm like, I don't want to be burned and buy old man Indy, and then in a couple months or weeks or whatever, Hot Toys just feels like making a brand new Indy from Temple of Doom or whatever's,
Mhm.
right? Raiders of the
Yes.
Lost Ark, Last Crusade or whatever's, and I get burned.
Yep.
And it's like now I got Old Man Indie, and now I got the other one on Indie, and they just got my wallet. You know what I mean? And it's just like,
Yeah.
it's so frustrating, And again, I put the Ecto one, right? A lot of people wanted the Ecto one, and they bought the Afterlife version, right? And
Mhm.
right, and so now they have that one, and now with the potential reissue. I mean, they had said, I know that recently they sent an email or somebody asked them directly, and they said, hey, are you going to reissue the Ecto one now that you're reissuing the Blitzway figures? And they were like, not at this time. But come on, man, money talks. They're going to see those pre-orders for those Ghostbusters figures, and they're like, put it out again. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's gonna happen. So it's like, that's why I put this image specifically. I created this image because I was like, those who bought the Afterlife one spent all that money, got that big old box in their collection of that looks like a mini fridge, right? And it's like, and it's like, what are you going to do now that you bought the Afterlife? You're going to get the figures. If you didn't have the figures, you're going to get the 2.0s or whatever you want to call them. And it doesn't really match with the Afterlife one, but I mean, whatever. Everyone's collection is different. If it works for you, it works for you. That's not what I'm trying to get at. But my point is, it's like you're probably going to want the clean version, and it's like, what do you do? I don't know. What do you guys think?
This is a real good question. Going to and it's a couple things you have to consider. When I was doing Good Morning Grails, that was one of the things. It was great to showcase things that a lot of people didn't have, or a lot of people didn't even know about, because they were new collectors, or even I didn't have the time. I didn't have the funds at the time to obtain those pieces. So it was fun to grab those pieces, unbox them, look at them and everything. But one thing that I realized at doing that as I was doing that show, a lot of people were getting into Grail pieces and were buying those Grail pieces. And it was only a matter of time before these companies were going to catch wind of that and was like, why are we letting the secondary market have all the fun when we can reissue this stuff and get money? You know what I'm saying? That's our money, and that's what happened. As far as the Ecto 1, the first Ecto 1 sat around for a bit. It did. Sat around in 2018, I believe. 2018, 2017, 2019. It sat for a while. The current one, the Afterlife version, is still sitting. It's still on Big Bag. You can buy it right now. So with Blitzway saying that they're not going to make one, they don't have plans to make one, that's about right, because they're waiting for that one to sell out. And it will. It will. It may be a little harder now, because I think a lot of people are going to be thinking like, wait a minute. Okay, I see the writing on the wall. They put out the Ghostbusters. They're probably going to put out the Ecto 1 again. So that's probably going to make people wait, which in hindsight, they're going to be waiting for a long time, because there you go. If this one, the Afterlife one, isn't going to sell out, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to sell out as fast. So it's going to take a while. It's going to be, regardless, it's going to be a while. It's all about the waiting game with this stuff. I say this: if you want something to represent, I actually I think you actually have to like the property, the different this version to get it. Like the Afterlife, I like the Afterlife Ecto 1. I like weathered and beat up things. I think it gives it more of a real world look. The only thing I don't like, and Ty already knows this, those damn stickers was just ridiculous. But it's so damn good, you kind of look past it, and because it is kind of beat up, you be like, oh, maybe the logo warped or some shit with age. So it's the charm in a way. So I think you have to have a like for the piece regardless, because even though I would be kind of like, damn, I do want the clean one, but I am kind of content with the one that I have with that. Now, where it goes to these other two figures with these Harley Quinns here, it's hard, because this Harley Quinn, the caution tape one, not a bad figure, but those knees, oh my gosh, it makes it hard, and that's where I go to. You have to kind of have a liking to that particular version. If a certain actor is your guy and you want that representation, I say go for it. I always say go. I'm at a point now where I'm like, go for what's new. Do not go for buying backwards is not the thing at all anymore. Because even like this Indiana, and I think the Indiana Jones, the old one still holds up. It's things you got to consider. Like even when I was doing those Good Morning Grails and buying those older figures, I remember when I bought my Palpatine and I opened the box up live on air. You can go back and you can see this hair all in the box, and we ain't talking about dog hair. We talking about human hair in the box, and shit like that ruins the experience. You know what I'm saying? And then you think about paying. I paid like I ain't gonna lie, I paid $600 for that figure. And, you know, I'm happy with it, but like everything, it's going to get 2.0. It's going to come back. So my thing is, if you have a liking to this particular actor or particular character, go ahead and buy the new version. Buy new. I would say that. Buy new. Because there's going to be something come out. Like we're looking at this Harley Quinn right here that just came out, the artisan one. Fantastic. But I can tell you, sure as shit, if I know damn well if you think they're not gonna come out with Daddy's Little Monster version with the paint, it's happening.
100%.
It's fucking happening. So you know, you just have to have a liking to that newer version. But it's always hard. It's really hard, and patience is the key. And I say that, and I'm a very impatient person. But I'll tell you, I live by example. I don't act like I know everything because I don't. I make mistakes. I've bought figures. I sold figures. Learn from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I really want people to attest to that because I do. I make mistakes. Learn from my mistakes. Don't fall in debt for these pieces. Don't get into a situation where you buy something just because like, yeah, man, I really want it. And you buy it and then only to go ahead, you know, a year or two later and sell it and take that hit. It's fine selling stuff here and there, you know, because I look at shelf life. Shelf life, I mean, that's a thing. You had it for a year or two. You looked at it, you posed it, it gave you joy for that. Yeah, and you paid for that. So yeah, so it did depreciate a little bit. You drove a car. It's almost the equivalent of driving a car off a lot. You drove that car off the lot. As soon as you drive that car off the lot, $5,000 is down the drain. Just like that. No, I don't give a fuck if you going to the gas station. $500 is gone. As soon as you drive it, you sign that dotted line and you're off the lot. 5,000 done. So you got to look at it the same way with these figures on a smaller scale, but you have to look at it the same way. But I say wait. That's my thing because we'll get it. I will say with the indie, I think it's one thing we know about Hot Toys. They do men of a certain age very well. Increases. You can't go wrong with that. So getting that version that will be a cool version to have. And then if they do come out with a young indie, you got him to compliment. You know what I'm saying? You got beginning of the journey, the ending of to right now, the ending of the journey. So yeah, it's well worth it. Sorry, I'm rambling.
No, you're convincing me to buy two figures.
Well, put it like this: you're buying one now, and then later on. Come on, you know they're gonna make they're gonna do an artisan row. It's gonna be amazing. So you know, but I will say, do not buy the old version. Don't buy it. Don't, because you're gonna be paying all that money, and who knows? You'll probably because this happened with my Christopher Reeve Superman. I bought Christopher Reeve Superman a couple years ago. Great Good Morning Grail. It was a grail piece. Loved it. When I had it in hand, it looked great. Sculpt looked just like Christopher Reeve. But I'd be damned, you can see the age in that figure. I was like, damn, I can tell early Hot Toys. And then the crest, after pose, I set it up on my shelf and I looked one day. I was like, are those cracks in the crest? What the hell? And it was really cracking there. And I'm like, damn it, buying old shit, you know? So it's wait. I always say wait.
Yeah.
What about you, Ty? No. What about you, Ty? Like, have you ever felt in that position? You bought a figure just because you wanted that representation, you wanted it in the collection, but you did not necessarily your favorite movie or your favorite outfit, and then later you're like, oh man. You ever had that feeling?
Yes, I have. Like we were saying, like just using these on the screen for an example. Like now the Ecto I have the Afterlife one, and I can say like I'm not unhappy with that purchase because that movie made me want to get this vehicle. Like that movie Afterlife gave me all the feels, made me go back and watch the original movies, but I had very good feelings about that movie in particular. So getting this Afterlife version was great for me. And just like BC says, I like the weathered look on things because it grounds them. It makes them look more realistic and less like a toy because it looks like it's been out in the world. It's sort of like the Star Wars universe where it's lived in. It's not super clean. And so I'm totally happy with that. Now looking at the Harley, I never wanted that Birds of Prey one. Like I saw the joints, I saw the sculpt. I tried to watch that movie and I was like, nope. So I didn't get through. I got as far as when she bought a sandwich or like a breakfast sandwich.
God.
Oh wow!
Like the first 10 minutes.
And I was like, okay, I stopped and I never went back to it. Suicide Squad, I did enjoy the second one, not that first nonsense. But the Artisan one, I jumped in for you, Jose, to get you one because I was like, nah, I'm gonna pass. Like, $400 and they're giving me pleather. I'd really like to have the other one that we know is gonna be coming.
Little monster, yeah,
yeah,
coming.
the Daddy.
And if Hot Toys doesn't do it, InArt's on it. InArt's gonna do it.
With the tech now, you can get like silicone legs so that there's no joints.
That's right.
So you can get seamless legs. So, it's nice to go back and get some figures, but the technology improves. So, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good because we know they're going to do it. Why wouldn't they? That's money on the table. They have the sculpt, they have the molds. Why not do it? Indy's the one where not a big fan of that movie, but because Harrison Ford is one of my favorite actors of all time, I pre-ordered it. Like I didn't even hesitate. And then I started thinking, and I listened to you, Jose, a few times too, where you were like, is this really the representation you want? Like old Indy? That movie wasn't that good. And so you're right. It's not that good. But Hot Toys does do a very good job with older men. And older women too, I guess, because it's so much more detail in the face. So it's easier for them to sculpt that. Like younger people are just smooth. So, they look more like toyetic. Yeah. So like looking at the original Indy, the young Indy, if they do it, which I'm sure they're going to do it, they're going to milk this Harrison Ford license as much as they can. It's going to be better than that first one. With the tech they have now, that head sculpt is going to be so much better. The paint applications, they'll probably give him real leather like they're giving old Indy, so you don't have to worry about pleather, stuff like that. They even came up with that different way of displaying him where it just kind of comes up his ankle, his pants. So, that's something new as well. So I've had my doubts, but I think I'm going to stick with old Indy. And when new Indy comes, I'll get new Indy.
All right.
I'll have both. You have the beginning and then you have the older one. I won't say the end because I don't want to wish that on Harrison, but you have you have him. Like, because we've lost too many this year already.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Now I'm like I Harrison Ford, like I said, is such one of my favorite actors. Might be like the favorite one. Then I'm already here thinking, I'm like, man, if they do that Red Hulk with the Harrison Ford like this, like, am I gonna be buying a Red Hulk now? Like,
yeah, buddy.
Do you guys think they're gonna do another Hulk, like a real one, not like that Professor Hulk?
Yes.
No, nonsense.
They have
because I need a Hulk. I need a Hulk.
They have to.
and I don't want to go back.
And that's another one I didn't think about adding it here, but that's another one. Like those people are like, well, I really wanted a Hulk, so I just bought Professor Hulk or whatever.
Nope.
But I really wanted the other one. And it's just like,
I refuse.
I never, no. But it's like, what do? Do you buy Professor Hulk or do you go back? It's like, at this point, like BC is saying, I don't advise no one to buy back. Do not do that, you know? So it's like, so then you just have to wait. You just have to wait. If you don't want to buy Professor Hulk, then wait, because I really think it's coming. I think eventually they will get to it.
They have already 2.0. My first major collection, Hot Toys collection, was the first Avengers, and it took me back in the day, as I wasn't making the money I made now. It took me like 3 years to get all those figures. And it was that was like my first completed line, and we've already and they need an update. There's a couple of them. We need that. We need a new Avengers Black Widow. We need an Avengers Thor, especially. Come on, we're talking about Artisan. We have an Artisan Loki. We're going to get an Artisan Thor. So a Hulk, yeah, we're definitely going to get a Hulk. We're definitely, and I wouldn't be surprised with that hair that Hulk has if they do try to do something like an Artisan Hulk. That would be ridiculous.
Oh my god!
Think about it, Artisan Hulk, seamless body.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Come on,
put me in the queue now. Put me in the queue now.
I hate to see the price on the bastard, but
oh gosh,
oh my god!
Imagine, just wild guess. What do you think that would cost?
Jesus.
Ooh, it's got to be with an Artisan. It's got to be with inflation. I would say about, but keeping it, I would say about 580. Maybe maybe not 580. I would say about 5. I would say about five in the mid fives. I would say about around the mid fives.
Because he's gonna be like quarter scale size, but just because he's a Hulk, he's gonna be like Thanos size.
And then you do the Artisan shit. Yeah. You throw in a torn shirt or some shit on him. I mean, yeah.
And then if he comes with like multiple head sculpts, rolling eyes.
Ooh, rolling eyeballs, multiple head sculpts. Oh gosh. Hello.
So I have an example of from buying back because I didn't think Hot Toys was ever gonna do another Han Solo, like young one. So I got the Han Solo A New Hope one. I really should have gotten the Stormtrooper disguise, but I didn't.
Yes.
I got the New Hope one and paid the money, obviously paid more because it was a secondary market, and got him. And I'm like, the experience was ruined because there was something wrong with his back. Like on the figure, like it was like his back was broken. So he wouldn't pose. He just didn't feel right, So I was talking to, I got in touch with Bob Dylan, and he hit me to a body to replace it. And I did it. And now I'm happy with that figure. Thanks to that, but spending that money to go back is just like for this old indie. I'm not old indie. The original indie, the Raiders of the Lost Ark indie.
Yes,
I would not recommend doing that.
I would only buy back now if you can get a deal. And the funny thing is, we're probably going to. I saw Chewbacca for like $230. I was like, damn, that's 2014 prices. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So you may find that today because they have the new version coming out. So if you could get something for a deal, or practically retail, go for it. But even then, think about it, because also consider where it's coming from. If you see something, you're buying something in Florida, think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, about locations and stuff like that. Like especially with these materials that break down with pleather goods and stuff like that. It's just they weren't the stuff. It was made very cheaply, and it wasn't made to last when they were doing these. And I don't think a lot of that was intentional. I just think they had the resources that they had at the time, and was just trying to make the stuff and get it out. But now we're seeing that, you know, the shelf life and temperature. A lot of people think about it. Collecting wasn't what it is today. People didn't. We didn't. You know, we didn't have a big community like we have today. We didn't have people such as Bob Dylan, you know, that can tell you how to replace bodies, or, you know, or how to do LED light ups, or how to, you know, preserve your pleather goods. We didn't have these things back in those days. So, you know, now we do. And now also Hot Toys is under the gun, because you have companies like InArt that are like, look, we're giving you top tier quality leather goods. What are y'all doing? And they're like, hold on, let's all right, let's give them good, let's give them leather goods too. So, you know, all these to consider when buying backwards. But I think when I opened up that Palpatine and I had human hair in the box, and, you know, and things stuck together, or Superman that had, you know, a crest falling to pieces. It just was like, yeah, this is not, you know, especially spending that money. That's the thing. You talking about paying $600 to $500. I mean, come on, you get you an artisan, you know, and just wait. I know we don't have them in hands yet, but artisans have to be, I say this, they have to be spectacular, because if not, Hot Toys will fail. So they have no choice but to be spectacular, and that's just where the game is going. That's just where collecting is now. So yeah, buying back is just not the key anymore.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, I appreciate your thoughts, guys. Again, this is something that I've talked about with a few collectors, and you know, I was like, oh, you know, do you get this version because you want the representation, or do you just wait, or do you go backwards? And I think it's a conversation that we've all had, or even with ourselves. Sometimes we're like, you debating, and you kind of mental gymnastics, right? And you're like, do I do that? Do I not do that? So I thought it'd be interesting to talk about with you guys.
Absolutely. I enjoyed it.
No.
Oh, there we go. Oh, hello.
BC was almost inside me.
Oh, hello. Call back. Mario, you're still here.
It's a callback. Yeah, no Diddy.
No
baby oil shenanigans over here.
I saw a one of those reels, and it was like this guy, and he's got the background of Johnson & Johnson. And have you seen that one? He's like finding out that Diddy's not gonna do a new order. Damn it.
Never gets old.
Well, guys. I think this has been a great show. BC, thank you once again for joining us. You know, I had kind of envisioned you being the first guest. It didn't quite work out that way, but you know, we finally got you, and it's been fantastic. You know,
Absolutely.
so
I'll be back soon, bro. I'll be back.
Hey, you're always welcome. Always welcome.
Awesome.
And so what do you have going on your channel?
So right now, next week we'll be in New York. Joey's gonna be there.
You're roboting, BC.
Oh no, he was fine the whole stream, and then now he. Oh no,
now he's done.
Oh,
the streaming gods.
They're like, we've had enough. You guys should end the show now. BC, we can't. You froze, boss.
Yeah, you froze. I don't know if you can still. Oh, there he is. Wait, he moved a little bit.
He's moving. Oh no.
Great still shot, by the way. Oh, there. Wait, there we go.
Oh. Well, the streaming gods don't want us to continue here, but I know BC was mentioning that he's going to be at New York Comic Con, and he's excited about that. He mentioned that earlier in the show. So, guys, if you're going to, there he is. Hello.
Back.
There you are.
There
okay,
you go.
cool. I'm back.
What just happened? Okay. I clicked the wrong thing. There we go.
It's funny because to me it was normal, and y'all was like, I'm glitching. I was like, what? I'm here. I'm here.
The Matrix
it was
has
the streaming gods. The streaming gods.
Yep. I didn't get you.
So you were sharing that you're excited for New York Comic Con, and what else is going on with you?
Excited for New York Comic Con. I'll be there. Second brother, Mama Cousins will be there. Collector Joey's gonna be there. Meeting up with Joey, Austin, Layal, Local Blue. The list goes on. Everybody. So
are you gonna do any streaming while you're there?
I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to get a stream because we get there. We'll be there We'll be there Thursday night, and then we're doing the con. We're going to be there. Our con day is on Friday. We're just going to be there just the one day. Right. But yeah, that Thursday night, I'm going to try my best. Here you go. Hold on, my little. She wants.
Hey.
Hello.
So yeah. So there you go. There you go. We'll be there Thursday night. So I'll try to do a live or something like that. Don't know how successful we'll be, but we'll try something like that. But yeah, we'll see. Doing that, and like I said, I got some things coming. Got David from Boss Boys coming, Moff Gideon, and a couple other things. So yeah, but that's it. You know, if any big news drops, we'll be doing our morning shows, our reaction videos, and all that good stuff.
Awesome.
All right, sounds good. Don't forget.
Look forward to that, man. Like I said, that David one is the one that I got my eye on that review, man. Because
I can't wait to get that. I really can't. I like what I'm seeing. Like looking at the first look videos that they do. I mean, it looks good. It looks damn good.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, that is Brother Cousins Toy Reviews on YouTube. Check him out. He has got fantastic content. He's an inspiration for me because, you know, I know what it's like to try to do those reviews, like how long it takes just to get like a couple of minutes of footage. So bravo, my hat's off to you, my friend. And so be sure to check him out. Awesome stuff. Awesome guy. Awesome stuff.
Thank you, brother.
Jose, anything you want to plug?
No, not yet. Not yet. I'm going to start posting stuff. I know I've been saying that forever, but I start posting stuff, especially because this month is Halloween season. And I have a bunch of stuff that I've taken photos of, and I haven't posted them because I'm terrible at doing that. So I'm going to start doing it. I'm going to start posting it. You're going to see my, there's some photos I took of my Michael Myers. It's a custom one that I got rooted and repainted from Trick or Treat Studios. I took some nice photos of that one. I've been saving them for the season, so those are going to go up soon-ish.
Nice.
You just keep an eye for those.
Can't wait.
Awesome.
Right.
Awesome. So with that, I think we're going to call it a show. Thank you, everyone in the chat who have watched us live and everyone who will watch the replays. We appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And we will see you in the next one.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, please.
Hey, how you doing?